Anyway, let's check our quest. Call of the Arisen. Check the area around the camp until you find a threat that must be quelled. Seems easy enough. Here we go. Something is attacking the encampment, so I guess that could be our threat, and we have to go help them. All this talking dries my throat out. Yep, that's what I'm hoping for. And I'm going to ignore them so I can go look at this this board here. Slay 2 seabirds. Seabirds. Not really, not exactly a epic quest there, is it? Yeah, so one quest I picked up there specifically. I'll explain why in just a sec. So let's head out this gate. And our target is, our opponent I should say, the Dark Void. Yeah, it's a Cyclops. One of the quests I just picked up from that board was a quest to kill Cyclopses. I picked it up because this one is very easy to kill and would put us ahead in the quest. And this one has a glowing rune on his head. Things like Cyclopses have multiple body parts you can target. You can tap R3 when lock on to a target. So I can charge my spell, lock it onto his head, and wait for an opening to try and hit him in the eye. There we go. Got the head. Around him. In the eye. That hits his shoulder there. We've also, of course, got our basic attack. And we can free aim with L3 and completely miss. It's not. I normally don't find much use for the free aim. I think rather than trying to target his head, I might just pepper him with fireballs for a minute. As you can see, we are setting him on fire. So that yeah, leveled up again. If I was injured, that level up would have healed me. Ooh, got him in the head. If I can hit him in the head enough times, I might knock that other tusk off, which we can then pick up and sell. So it'll be quite pricey. Getting a little low on stamina here. Let's go for a breath. Now, Rook there has grabbed onto this Cyclops' leg. I can attack the other one. There we go, we've knocked him over. Whack him in the head with my stick a bit. Yeah, I bet you weren't expecting this, were you? And it's dead. Okay, we have proven our valor and strength, and that is hopefully enough to prove we are the true Arisen. I think it is possible for that thing to just walk straight off the cliff. Mystery Monk. Yeah, that's what's remaining of the Cyclops. Normally when you kill a boss, you get this like slow rotting animation, and they leave behind a skeleton. That one just sort of skips it. Yes, thank you for the healing, Rook. Crack my knuckles. And hey, look who it is. It's Renard again. He's somehow recovered his stuff. No, it hasn't. It's been half an hour. Like, well, not even that. It's been like 10 minutes. Yeah, so Duke Dragonsbane, who rules over this area, was the previous Arisen. About 50 years ago. You found stuff to sell pretty quickly there, buddy. Buy a little hat. My character's too tall, I can't see the hat. There's no point buying anything just yet, we don't need it. So anyway, let's head back to the Riftstone. Anything new to say? No. Ekbar, located in the command headquarters, can do various things. This guy here is also an inn, like the one back at Cassidus, but he can also teach you new moves and abilities. I won't be doing that yet, because I want to become a sorcerer as early as possible. Which is going to require a little bit of sequence breaking, but who cares? Yep. Standing at the back of that fight and launching fireballs has proven that I am the Arisen. And now we get to make our main companion. Our pawn who will help us through our many endeavours. So obviously my character is a huge guy, so I got to make this one a tiny girl. Let's think of a name for her. See, she's going to be a strider at first and then a ranger. Think of a good name for her. I will call you Lucia. That'll do, Lucia. Just made that name up. Give her a moniker. Let's see what's close to Lucia. What do you got here that's near that? Diana, Linda. Let's go for Linda for that. Build, leave as default for the minute. Voice. I don't want to give her any of the high pitch or low pitch ones because they get really grating after a while, so I might just give her one of the basic. Yeah, let's give her voice 4, I think. Actually, I could give her one of the higher pitch ones if I'm going to make her like little tiny. Let's go for voice 3. I'm sure it'll get on my nerves eventually, but fuck it. Anyway, my character is as tall as can be, so this one will be as short as can be. Short, skinny, and with a little head. There you go. What I might do. Actually, no. Normally, I'd like try and mess around with this and see like what kind of fun I could have making them into like a goblin or something. But I think I might just go for a normal human this time. Nah, I don't want to give her a massive butt. Let's go for a slightly bigger butt. Yeah, I might just pick all the body parts as a type 2. That makes her really short and... well, just really short, really. A little bit of weight, perhaps? Yeah, let's go for a little weight. Not much. One thing that gets a bit bizarre when you make short characters is, with the women, is their boobs go weirdly flat. Not like flat that way, but horizontally flat? Vertically flat, I guess. Yeah, so make her not entirely flat-chested, but just a little bit. Muscle tone, especially should have some. Yeah, I'll give her a little bit of muscle tone. Actually, nah, no muscles whatsoever. Yeah, small and scrawny. Okay, hairstyle. No, not giving her male pattern baldness. I could go for a glorious bowl cut to match mine. Yeah, so it would have matching bowl cuts. I want her to not... I'm not going to put in too much time making her look good, but I don't want to look quite as doofy as my character. Yeah, she's going to be vaguely cute. Slightly worried expression. Little upturned nose. Not that mouth. Maybe. It'd be stupid, but no, I'll give her a regular mouth. There we go. Ears, can't see because they're under her hair. Number 7 ears, I guess. Yeah, there is a lot more to this character creator that I would show off if I had the time, but I mean, I've got the time, but I don't want to bore you by messing around in this for ages. Slightly imposing and a little bit ladylike. There we go. Edit features, scars. Either a beauty spot or some freckles. A little beauty spot next to the eye. Wrinkles, I forgot to give my guy. Give her a few. Makeup. There's her without makeup. Maybe not the blush. Just go for the basic. There you go. That looks good. I want it to look vaguely plain, if that makes sense. Okay, so a dark hair. Green. No, not green. A little bit. Yeah, not quite as tan as my character, I think, so... That'll do, maybe? No, because now she looks like a Japanese stereotype. You just go really pale. Actually, no, I'm making her short. Let's just go for the straight-on goblin, shall we? Let's have some fun with this. Oop, no, that ears, pointy. Hairstyle, where'd I put that mohawk? There it is. There we go. This will be my ally. Makeup color, also green to match her skin. Eye color, sort of red eyes. Hair color, also green. There we go. That is this goblin here will be our primary ally, I think. That's good. See, we can see her in motion, thinking, walking, having a stretch, and doing a little pirouette for us. There we go.
Steel yourself for combat.
Ridiculous high-pitched voice. Okay, here we go. And now we need to determine her personality. We'll be asked a few questions. Your answers will shape your pawn's inclination. They don't explain this very well at the start of the game. So this basically determines how your pawn will act. So Scather, I think they go after... I don't remember how this works. So I think Scather, they go after the toughest opponents. Medicant, they focus on healing. Mitigator, I think they... take out... No, Scather, they take out the weak ones. Medicant, they heal. Mitigator, I think they get rid of the ranged fighters. Challenger, they go after the strongest first. Utilitarian, they support you more often and I think use items a lot. Guardian, they stick near you and attack whoever attacks you. Nexus, they support their fellow pawns. Pioneer, they run ahead a lot. And Acquisitor, they gather items a lot. I find Acquisitor to be the most useful. So I'm going to answer these questions to boost her Acquisitor stat. For that one. That one, and that one. And make her a Strider. I'll be upgrading her to Ranger shortly. Basically because I want a powerful ranged attacker. And here we go. There she is, being small and green. I mean, the goblins in this game are red and actually sort of human-sized, so she's breaking the canon, but who cares? They shouldn't have... If they didn't want me to make a goblin, they shouldn't have let me have my character being green and pointy-eared. Yep, so now the pawns are swearing their allegiance to me. Isn't that nice? Just, Okay, having been recognized as Arisen, you have been granted a loyal pawn to be your constant companion in your journey. In addition to this main pawn, you may hire up to 2 other pawns to support you in your adventures. Different strengths, blah, 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 blah. I can explain all this easier on my own. And she immediately levels up to level 2. Just to make sure the stream is doing okay. Oh, hey, I'm up to 3 viewers. I didn't realize that. I wonder if I can add some kind of a viewer count into the stream itself. I'll have to look into doing that. But, you know, that'll be like a thing I'll check in the future. Just checking a few things. Okay, oh, I've got to click back on the game before I can play it. Okay. Alright, now the first thing I'm going to want to do is, because I am planning on becoming a sorcerer as soon as possible, that means I need to boost my experience gaining. So the first thing I'm going to do is come into the Riftstone here and say goodbye to Rook.
Is everything in order, Master?
You've been very helpful, Rook, but piss off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for pawns. Now, if I was online, these would be other players' pawns, but since I'm playing the game offline, it's just the randomly generated ones instead. So, no, I do not want to hire at level infinity. God, that'd be expensive. No, I want to hire at level 1. Because hiring pawns that are weaker than you causes you to get basically just extra experience. So I want any mage that has anodyne, and let's pick up a couple of those, because they'll be able to heal me. And then I want just some fighters to pick from. Yes, we're going to be doing a bit of grinding now, essentially. Here's Rosemary. There's Nigel. Where'd the fighters go? There's Alba. And what took you so long, Kane? You know, because you turned up last, I'm not going to hire you. So let's hire. And we can check their details before we hire them. Actually, Mitigator and Nexus. Sure, that'll do.
I am honored.
And we'll hire Alba as well.
Yes, Arisen. I am
Yeah, so having these 2 on our team will cause me to get a bit more EXP than usual, which should boost me up to level 10 so I can become a sorcerer.
A master and his pawn, is it?
My master and my 3 pawns, I'll have you know.
The force, on the day you learn to fight as one.
Yep.
Mind
Okay.
that is a skill better honed in practice than in the heat of Mortal Kombat.
I'm not playing Mortal Kombat, I'm playing Dragon's Dogma.
Should you wish it.
Yeah, so he's going to just train us a little bit in the use of pawns. We've come to his special training area here.
A man of the enlistment corps, never turn away the eager. We are
Yeah,
ready.
so we can begin our training with Sir Byrne. Or is it Bernie?
Let me be clear
Baron.
from the outset. I'm a harsh master. Whoever
Okay, Harsh Master. So what am I going to do?
training in
3 forms of training.
serves to hone a different quality.
Yeah, I need more than raw muscle here. I'm a mage, I don't use raw muscle.
Find the task too difficult to manage. You might
You don't really need to reconsider your party much for this. As long as you got 4 pawns, you should be fine.
you
as long as you got a mage and a attacker.
The first task is carrying.
So the first task is carrying freight.
You're free to choose.
There'll be 4 boxes to carry to a specific area.
As they say,
As long as you've got 2 pawns,
soon as you're prepared,
you can win this by standing still. I've got 3, so
your task is to hold
Yep.
all of the
hold all the freight before the count ends. There's enough time for 1 pawn to carry 2 boxes. So if you've got 2 pawns, you're going to get all the boxes, as long as you aren't like trying to actually hinder them. So I'm actually just going to put my controller down, put my hands behind my head, and watch them do all the work for me. Yep, so there's the 4 boxes, and there's where they got to put them. Yep, so I'm not going to touch the controller. Just going to watch. I will take this chance to have a little drink.
The deadline draws near, sir.
Yep, so there goes Lycia off to get the final box.
We must hurry. There's no time.
What do you mean we? I'm not doing anything. You're the pawns, you do it. Hey, Lycia has got the box. She actually moves a little bit slower because of how short she is, so she was pretty much the worst one to pick that up, but well, she got there before the others did.
enough.
And I believe...
Well done.
Yep, there we go.
With that vigor,
Didn't even have to touch the controller.
fine warrior afore long. Next is combat training. You'll face
Okay, we do actually have to touch the controller for this one, at least I think we do.
before my count ends.
So he's going to call up a bunch of scarecrows that we have to
Must choose
smack down.
wisely. A company all doing the same thing is less effective than using a
Yeah, so you want to pick your pawns with a bit of variation. Just having all mages or all striders isn't going to go too well.
prepared. Just give the word.
Actually, a party of all sorcerers can work, but
You'll set about
that's specific to sorcerers. So yeah, let's smack some scarecrows. There you go. We can just keep hitting them and we should be fine. I think scarecrows take a little bit more damage if you hit them from behind,
We must hurry. There's no time.
but sometimes they just seem to fall over after one hit. I don't know what makes them different. Either way, those scarecrows were easy.
Meet each challenge with that vigor, and you'll make for a fine warrior afore long.
Yes, we can fine warrior as long as we are attacked by scarecrows.
You'll be destroying more scarecrows, but don't expect a repeat of the last.
Okay, more scarecrows for us.
Scarecrow, each with its own weakness. One falls on.
Yeah, just,
Not mindful of how
yeah, there's
will begin. Well,
more scarecrows. I'm not going to bother letting him explain. Some scarecrows are weak to magic, some scarecrows are weak to physical. Just level up from the scarecrows. Alright, so and pretty much as long as you're attacking them, it doesn't really matter if you're getting the type matchups entirely right. At least not for the scarecrows. There's one. And we won! We beat all the scarecrows. I think we're ready to take on the dragon now, right?
and on a task fit to challenge even a seasoned warrior.
A seasoned warrior couldn't beat the scarecrows?
See now the difference well-selected partners can
No, I did not I do not see the difference well-selected partners make. I picked level 1 nobodies. And then did everything in my power. I did nothing for the first round. You haven't proven anything to me, Sir Baron. You've proven nothing. Alright, let's go do some side quests and start boosting our level up.
The training grounds are used to instruct the men of the Corps in combat.
Hey, more of these have shown up.
This area now.
Slay 10 wolves. What if I don't want to slay 10 wolves? Okay, so, like I said, I want to get up to level 10 before I do anything else, so that I can abuse the DLC to become a sorcerer at the earliest possible opportunity.
This looks interesting.
So the first thing we need to do is go kill some scarecrows. No, not scarecrows, seagulls. I messed that up.
Well sturdy, this place.
And the first couple of I keep saying scarecrows. Seagulls should be down here. If you're a mage or a strider, the seagulls are easy because you can just hit them with ranged attacks. I'm going to show you how to best way to beat them if you're playing as a warrior, though. So if you try and run up to them and attack them, they fly away. If you're a warrior, the best thing to do is miss them. But no, don't scare them away. There you go. There's one. Because they don't react to the pawns getting too close. So you can just throw pawns at them. Oh, there you go. There's two scarecrows down. Make sure to pick up basically everything. Everything has its use. Everything has its purpose. Even if you can't think of it immediately, you might need it later on. So gather tons of crap, basically. Treasure chests, like this one, they can generally contain, like, one of 3 or 4 different items. You don't know what you're going to get until you open it, though. Obviously, you can save scum if you don't get the item you want, but that takes time. And treasure chests will generally refill themselves after a few in-game days has passed, so if there's a chest you didn't get what you want from it, you can come back and open it up again. Hopefully it gets better. Like here, I got a shoulder cape. You can also get a mace or the leather waist wrap from that one. Anyway, I got the cape, which I can equip. There we go. It's same stats as the leather cape, but it also, I believe, gives you a bit more stamina. And increases our resistance to being frozen. I will give the leather cape to Lycia and equip it on her. There we go. There you go, a nice new cape. You may have noticed on the mini-map down there, there's a little blue circle. That is directing us to the DLC. Like I said, I will be abusing. I need 1,000 discipline points, though, before I do that. So we're gonna grind discipline. Best way to grind discipline points is to go after small enemies. I mean, if you want experience, you go after the big bosses. If you just want discipline points, you go after the little guys, because it's like they give a higher percentage of the... Let me start again. Every point of experience you earn, or every amount of experience you earn, a percentage of that you also earn in discipline points. The more experience you earn, though, in a big lump, the lower that percentage gets. So the best way to earn discipline points is to go after multiple weaker opponents instead of going after singular big ones, basically. And then there's a particular grinding spot later in the game that I use quite a lot. That's just it's just this continuous run of goblins and these lizard guys that we'll meet later down the line. Thankfully, though, because I've got those 2 level 1 guys on my team, getting a bit more experience from these goblins, which should speed up the process a bit. Not enough to take it over the threshold and reduce the discipline earning, but enough that the thing is sped up. Because you saw there I got 72% from killing... Sorry, 72 XP from that one. Goblins usually give 60 something. I want to say, can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, if I get them gathered together like, ow! And he actually hit me. That's the first hit I've got from a goblin, at least on this file. Being a mage, I am of course going to be susceptible to physical strikes like that, so I want to hang back and stay out of the out of melee range. We get some money. Hey, gonna want plenty of money for something in a minute. what I might do now is, because I've also got those quests for, hey, I also got that quest for hunting wolves. The best way to get wolves to show up is to come around at night, because then they'll appear in this area. So if I go to the inn and rest up, that should make wolves appear, so we can kill them. Forgot about this cutscene. I can't see him because my character's too big.
The Arisen is always drawn to the dragon.
Yeah, so this guy seems to know something about the dragon.
Many have come before you, eager to stand tall atop the grand capstone of worldly truth that is the dragon. Arrogance. The dragon is ever born anew into the world, and with it too, the Arisen. All Arisen seek out the dragon, but lucky are the few who attain an audience with the beast, while yet they live.
Ooh, his eyes all burned out.
Ours is a weak, fragile world, and little within it is more frail than man. In yon encampment they gather up their knights.
Yeah, so this guy, he knows more than he's letting on right now.
They think to grow their numbers and hunt the dragon.
Well, he definitely knows a lot about the dragon anyway.
Soon learn their lot will e'er be as prey.
Yeah, in case anyone couldn't tell, this guy is a villain. I mean, he's only slightly less obvious than, say, Sauron from Lord of the Rings. Anyway, just pause here a sec. Just check my view account. Yep, still at 3. Oop, gotta close that. That guy's got a quest there that I want to leave for a bit. You want ice magic before you do that one. It would be another good chance to an experience like I want, but
Well, Madeline, this is a fine bit of fortune you've come into.
I suppose I could help her out right now, actually.
Someone with riches in mind, instead find only cravens cowed by dragon fear. The streets are chaos. My goods ruined or lost.
Yes, this woman is another travelling merchant who is in trouble, like Renard was. Let's talk to her.
Oh, I know you. You took the steel and drove
She also has the largest breasts in the game. There's a fact for you. It is actually impossible in the character creator to make yours as big as hers. She alone has that level of endowment. There's a fun little factoid for you.
You do recall me, yes? Madeline? Finest
Nope, I've never heard of you before in my life, I'm afraid.
ravishing beauty of legend and song?
I don't know if I'd call you ravishing beauty. I mean,
I've bigger problems.
you're reasonably attractive, but I don't know if I'd say ravishingly.
These are dark days, so terrible as to drive even I to the brink of tears. And yet, just when I need the aid of
Yeah, so she's clearly trying to butter us up, so we'll help her out.
Truly, fortune means us to partner together. Don't you agree?
Yeah, you know what, I think it does mean us to partner together. Mostly because I want the quest and the experience. But,
And after me, the world entire. And with that, we must be off. I trust you know of the encampment.
yes, she just wants us to escort her to the encampment.
Travel there with all speed, but the wilds are perilous of late.
I know they are.
You see me
I've been walking through them. Yep, so we need to escort Madeline to the encampment. Fairly easy.
Let us leave this place. Or prepare to escort her, Arisen.
Yeah, your pawns will actually comment on your current quest as well. Sometimes they get fairly useful information out of them. Sometimes they're just saying complete and utter garbage. Oh, Rosemary's just going to heal us. For some reason, Madeline starts off slightly injured. She was complaining about the wilds being perilous of late, so I'm guessing she must have got attacked on her way into Cassidus.
Follow the road and we'll be at the encampment.
Anyway, this quest is pretty easy. Just walk.
Roads with traveling peddlers, guardsmen, and other folk.
Keep an eye on the minimap, because she will occasionally stop to look at stuff, and then she'll catch up. So, you know, if I walk backwards like this, I should be fine.
The roads all
I think the only way you can really have trouble with this quest is if you actually do it at night, because sometimes
Moment. There's art here.
at night there'll be a goblin ambush on this road.
Aha, gold.
Would you stop that?
Now there's a fine treat.
Endeavor to be ever calm and back. Follow the road and we'll be at the encampment.
Yeah, that is kind of her problem though. She keeps stopping to look at stuff. Most of the game's escort quests aren't like this. It's just her. And even then, it's only this one. Yes, can you pay attention now? Come on. We're almost there. Yeah, the game does have a few escort quests. They're not normally too bad, though. Well, strictly speaking, it's actually got like 100 of them, but most of them are optional.
The crags that litter this place.
Aha, gold.
What's that, 3 coins she's stopped to pick up now?
Now there's a fine treat.
You coming? I'm gonna have to carry you, am I? Once when I was playing through on the Switch version, she glitched out here. Started just running into this wall like this, and she wouldn't stop. I basically had to walk over, pick her up, and just carry her the rest of the way to the encampment.
Flightier than a songbird, this girl.
Success. And all thanks goes to your
Yep.
fine work.
All thanks to me that you managed to walk this short path without being attacked.
Very spirited, that woman.
Yeah, pawns can be sarcastic little shits at times. Which is weird, because they're not supposed to have emotions, but they understand sarcasm.
This may sound untoward, but have you aught in the way of-
Okay, so now she's asking us for money.
Please, I must make for the capital, but times are dark and my purse light. It's a terrible curse being poor. Times are it takes
Yep,
all
so,
I have just to keep the tears back. Will you spare
She wants
me
some money from us so she can travel to the capital.
at some point?
She wants 1,000. I got 9,000, so I got enough to pay her, and this will lead to her opening her shop up later on. So let's
I am so very much in love with you at this moment.
You're what?
A woman's heart is a dangerous creature, but you
Yeah, I understand people in this game can fall in love very quickly, but
said a poor life is a happy one.
she's something else entirely.
If ever fortune sees you to Grand Sorin and me to setting up my shop, you must come visit. I shall even give you a discount. A small. You'll find not what the
Yes, we can also buy a couple of things from her here as well. We're at it. Sells tunics, leather bandings. But the thing we want are the baleful nails. These are a pretty damn good accessory this early on in the game. She's only got the one though, so I'll just equip it. It increases your strength and magic by 10 points each. There we go. So we're going to be dealing that bit more damage now.
you'll find not what the
Due to the way this game calculates damage, things like strength, even small increases like 10 points can be pretty useful. Let's check this. Alright, I got enough discipline now. I think what it's time to do, head back to Cassidus, and hopefully I can now abuse the DLC and become a sorcerer. I want to do it at level 10, basically, so that I can... It's sort of a min-maxing thing, because you can become a sorcerer as early as level 10, and sorcerers have the most magic growth. So if I do it at the earliest possible point, then I will have the most magic. Or at least the most magic attack, which means I will be able to really do some damage to my spells later on. And like I just said, every point matters in this game when it comes to stats. I'm going to run past those goblins because I don't want to fight them. It was definitely 1,000 points I needed. Yeah, it was. I think it's more expensive to do a hybrid class, but I'll explain that when we get to it. If not, this has been a big waste of time. Are you on fire? Yeah, so these two being level 1 are kind of... they go down easy to any enemy. Anyway, since it's nighttime, we can go access the DLC. And oh look, a mystery woman. I'm going to skip through this dialogue because you're not really supposed to do the DLC stuff, I think, until New Game Plus. Because otherwise, like, if you haven't already beaten the story, none of it makes sense. So I'll just sort of like power through this a sec and hopefully become a sorcerer. Okay, so skip dialogue, say yes, dilly do, dilly do. Take me to the DLC, woman. Or the expansion, I should say. You know what I meant.
I ask you.
Skip the cutscene. Ignore everything that everyone has to say.
Were it possible, I would not say.
Shush. Examine this and grab the Guiding Light quest. Open this chest because it sometimes contains money. Yes, it does. Yeah, so what I'm doing here can be a little risky. As in, it'll likely get me killed if I'm not careful. But it could result in me getting my class exactly where I want it. Yeah, you get these corpses that talk to you as you walk around in here, but like I said, since we haven't played through the main game yet, nothing they're saying makes sense. Come this way. Out! Get bit by a snake. Hey, did I resist the poison? Hey, I resisted the poison from the snake. Normally that thing poisons me. And there's the Grim Reaper. Yeah, you see what I mean? We're not supposed to be here yet. But, as long as I'm careful, I should be alright. Oh. Alba is down. That's fine, I only need to get me and Listia here. And we're good. So, skip this cutscene again. And, yes, I know what a forfeit is. This should, talking to him, boost me up to level 10. Hopefully not further. Alright, let's see what level we get to. Come on, stop at 10. It's going to take me up to 11, just watch, just to piss me off. 10. Yes! If it takes Lissy up too, that'd be great. There we go. That brings both of them up to level 10.
You've been hearing voices, echo, even it's a now.
Nope, didn't mean to click that. What I want to do now is, since we're going to be a sorcerer and a ranger respectively, I need a Arca staff and can't afford the longbow. How much do I need for that? Oh, that's easy, I can just sell something. If I sell that beast steak and that night cry, there we go. Go back here. Come down and whoop, wrong one. Where's the weapons? Yeah. And reinforced longbow, which I should give to thingy. Nope. And now I can use that item I got from the quest to bail out of here safely. There we go.
What meaning do you suppose those stones hold?
One thing I forgot to check, does Lissia have... Yes, she has enough discipline as well, so we should both be able to become the advanced classes.
The air is heavy.
For now, my course is up. If there is aught I can do...
And change vocation. Yep, so along with the 3 basic classes that I showed earlier, there's 3 advanced classes, which are Warrior, Ranger, and Sorcerer. These guys are all about the offense. And tend not to have much in the way of support or defensive skills, but the damage they deal is ridiculous. And then you got the hybrid classes. These mix 2 of the base classes together, and give you a lot of sort of variety. But only the Arisen can play as them. Pawns aren't allowed. Anyway, Sorcerer. And Ranger. I got an achievement for that. And because of that, I am now completely naked. Send that over to Licia. Put my clothes back on. Might just go back to that for a minute. Yeah, get everyone nicely dressed up again. There we go. We are now fully equipped as our advanced classes, and I can head back to Cassidus to begin my reign of destruction.
Take care at the water's edge, Master.
How long have I been streaming? I'll do about another 15 minutes, and then I'll wind up this stream. To the few people watching, just has everything been coming through okay? I mean, I know no one's said anything in the chat yet, but I have no idea if I'm actually being like really jumpy or if anything's lagging. I just want to know if it's all been okay. I mean, no one said it was bad, so you're still here, so I assume it must be working at least okay. Let's see what I want to do. I want to take the lantern out and... Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Leave that for later. And we'll stay here till morning. Yeah, if I was online, that would be the chance for my pawn to be updated. So, if other people hire your pawn, you get rewarded for it. Okay, and we can use this chair here. This lets us mold our pawn's personality a bit.
Do you favor a pawn who puts safety above all else, or one who scouts ahead to guide you?
We have a pioneer then.
As you wish. I will scout ahead as far as necessary. Should I have the chance to aid you in times of need?
What kind of personality? I think Licia can be confident when she talks. Oh, of course, that only changed one of her responses, not all of them.
Seems a fair place to rest.
That it does, Rosemary. Oop. Yeah, so now that I'm a sorcerer, instead of being able to swing my stick, I get this little shockwave. That bit is still the same. I've still got Ingle, but I've also now got Miasma, which would be very nice. So, let's do some side quests while we're here. Let's think here. There's a couple of things we can do just around the town. I'll go, I'll do this one first, I think.
I'd craft dressings for the wounded had I the makings. If only I'd known.
Only known what?
Because I need a favor. Can you fetch the flowers I need from outside the village?
I could do.
I need more of the one you see there. And one other sort besides. The more you can find, the better.
Okay, so this is our first, well, actually, no, we already did that escort, didn't we? So, we need to get flowers to craft medicines for the injured people. Some people have... There we go, do you think he's got some information for us?
I Benita has you picking flowers for her. Right, just be cautious, cousin. The monsters grow bolder by night.
Yeah, so we will have to head out at night time for this quest. And the monsters get more dangerous around then.
But I trust in your judgment. If you come by the inn, you can always rest until the hour you wish to set out. In any case, take care.
Yeah, so he's just telling us that if we want to go out at night, we can talk to him, and he will sort of update us. Well, he'll let us sleep through to night time. Just check things a sec. And on we go. I'll talk to you in a bit.
My kind knows neither death nor age.
Yeah, as she just interrupted to say, pawns don't truly die, ever. They get banished back to their my bottle made a noise there. They get banished back to the rift, but they don't die truly. Okay, so let's go find us a big tree. There's one. Yes, thank you for that, Licia. That's what I just said. So here we go. We're gonna pick some stun brights. I think we needed. Oh, goblin. I'm going to charge up Miasma, lock it onto the goblin, and there we go. Miasma is a much more powerful spell than you'd expect. It deals, I think it's non-elemental magic damage, and it can inflict poison. If you know what you're doing with it, or at least with the upgraded version, you can shred enemies. Oops. And lock it on. Yeah, as long as they're standing in that cloud, they will take damage, so it can be pretty threatening if you know how to use it. Well, it's actually kind of that's kind of true for the sorcerer class as a whole. If you know what you're doing with it, I'd say it's not the most powerful vocation, but certainly up there. Actually, no, I changed my mind. I think it is actually the most powerful vocation. Just you need to know how to use it. Anyway, here's another large tree, so we can grab ourselves some Sunbright. We've got enough Sunbright now. Ow! You're even knocking me on the floor, you dick. You are a goblin, Licia. Oh, that's the point. I'm going to pick her up. Let me just test something a sec. Alright, so if I put her down and go into my status. Is it status? Equipment? What thing am I thinking of here? Inventory, there we go. So I'm currently carrying 3.84 weight. If I pick her up, it goes up to 4379. So I can tell that she weighs a bit under 40 kilos, I think it is. Put her down, pick up this goblin, and it's about the same. Yeah, this goblin weighs exactly 40 kilos. So if I made her to be a goblin and I got the weight just right. That's cool. Yeah, smaller enemies you can pick up and find out how heavy they are. It doesn't work with the large ones, obviously, because they're too big to pick up. Anyway, now the best thing to do is go to sleep so I can turn it to nighttime and get that other flower. Come up here for that. Shut up, Reynard. Don't want to talk to you yet. Yeah. Let's check if we can learn any skills. Okay, so these are the spells we can learn at the minute. So what would be useful for us right now is Phrasal. Because we're going after that mission in the well. You don't have enough to learn anything, so I'll just leave you for the minute. Engel. Let's just sort these by... Put them all on this button for the minute, for the sake of not confusing myself. And I will rest till morning. No, not morning. I meant to rest till evening. Oh well. Anyway, let's actually hire some decent pawns now that I'm not level grinding. Okay, there's a good mage. Haladom and Anodyne, Darkboon and Phrasal. That's pretty good, actually. That's more or less what I needed. So I'll get you to join, and I will keep shooing these away until a warrior or a fighter turns up. When it comes to pawns, I mean, they're usually pretty good at what they do. The ones I would never hire, though, are warriors. it's not that there's anything wrong with warriors, and actually playing as a warrior is pretty fun, but warrior pawns are so slow. They never hit anything. Yeah, so we can only have 2 pawns at once. So there we go. We now have a party ready to head out at night time. So like I said, you normally want to avoid heading out at night because stuff gets more dangerous and it's also pitch black. And stay till nightfall. Yeah, I mean, this game gets dark at night time, or especially in caves as well. Uses darkness really well, actually, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I can't see a thing. So that's the wrong one again. And yep, still can't put that on a hotkey, unfortunately. I know I can on the Switch and PS4 version, but okay, let's go find that flower. Nighttime, some goblins will gather on the beach. That is an ambush quest, I believe. So, ambushes are basically just gatherings of enemies that earn you a bit extra experience and money once you win the fight. And there's the moon glow. I have no idea why they call it moon glow, considering there is no moon. That did complete the quest, didn't it? Oh yeah, that's right, I didn't bring her the first ones, so we didn't actually have to do that yet. And let's start working our way through these goblins. Ow! Yeah, Sorcerer might not seem too impressive yet with just this miasma spell, but just you wait. We'll be ripping up the battlefield by the end of the game. Okay, and here is the ambush. So if we kill these goblins specifically, we get rewarded at the end of it. No, I want to take out their leader. So, certain goblin packs, there will be a goblin with a helmet, which you can actually see. I just got kicked into me there. It'll have a spiky helmet. If you kill that one, the other goblins go into a panic. Or at least they're more likely to become panicked. There we go. And there we go. We have killed the goblins. My pawns are going to pick up anything of use. And I can head back to town. I forgot where the path was there. Okay. No, we don't need to seek out Moonglow. I've got the Moonglow. Yeah, so near the coast at night, that's where you find it. But I already got it, so I don't need to talk anymore. Just rest up until day. And morning. It's like I said earlier, my house is literally next door and I'm not allowed to sleep in it. It makes no sense. Anyway, I think I'll just turn this quest in and then I might call that a stream. I've been going for almost 2 hours. Okay, so talk to Benita. And there's the Sunbright.
Brought the rest of them, have you? My thanks, cousin. All that remains is to find some moon glow. A pinch mixed with the...
Yep, and here's your moon glow as well.
Wounded need medicine. Aye, that's the one.
There we go.
Found it. Moon glow has grown rare in these parts of late.
Has it? I found it pretty easy.
To see it. Good. That's the both of them.
Why is the camera focusing on my butt?
I'll get to work
Oh well.
with luck, we'll have everyone back to Elthia long.
'Tis your doing, cousin.
That's right, 'tis my doing indeed.
There's little I can offer you in thanks. Save this. Pray, take it. Now to make some medicine.
Hey, now the sick people will be cured. Or they might die, who knows. Okay, and now the pawns have stuff to say as well. Pawns can have information based around a quest. Like, they'll know stuff. They'll be able to give you hints if they've done the quest before, like in their owner's world. Obviously, since I'm offline, these are just sort of randomly generated, so they get extra information anyway. No.
Seems recent events weigh heavily.
Lycia won't be able to tell me much because obviously she's brand new and doesn't know anything. I'll pick her up and that's for being useless. Yep. So just gonna quit back to the menu and I will call that a stream because I've been going 2 hours and my throat is starting to get sore. I think that was a fairly successful first stream. Like I said, I don't really know how it was coming through on your end. The fact that I think I've still got 3 viewers suggests it went well enough. Do I still have 3 viewers? Let me just check that. Looks like I do, so I guess the stream must have gone well enough. At least well enough to not be horrendously awful. But yeah, so I will be winding up now because my throat is sore. So hopefully I'll come back and do this again sometime. Don't know when, but I guess I'll see you then. Goodbye for now.